So I'm here inside a new facility at UNAM. So it's a lab dedicated to using non-destructive imaging techniques to look inside paintings and other cultural artefacts. So I'm here with the lab leader, Jose Luis Ramos. So do you want to just tell me a bit about this place?
Okay, the idea is to develop, as you said, new methods for the examination of the object that we have in the museums of Mexico, or the archaeological sites, or the monuments. And we need to do that using different methods, like the non-invasive that you said, but also spectroscopies using lasers, X-rays, light, visible light, infrared light, all kind of radiation in order to get information about the composition of the materials, because we can understand the use of materials, the technology, the provenience, and also we are getting useful information for the conservation of the collection in Mexico.
So basically, by understanding more about the composition of these objects, you can then inform the people that are looking after them as to how to protect them and how to conserve them. Is that
Yes. There are many aspects, important aspects about this kind of studies, because we can learn a lot about these objects. We are in some way asking to the objects, tell us about your history, how you were built, what you have seen, but also how we can preserve this for the future generations.
So we're in this really nice, bright new lab here. I'm surrounded by new equipment. It looks like it's just out of the box. So
yes,
maybe just tell me about these two things here. Like what kind of things would you?
Yes, the idea, of course, to do this kind of work, we need to develop new instrumentation, and we are modifying this X-ray diffraction system in order to apply this to objects. When you are doing X-ray diffraction, you usually work on some powder or small crystals. The idea is to transport this part of the setup and then to put here the object, and then you can analyze directly the artifact.
So I'll give you an example of a type of thing you might
For
study.
instance, if you want to study a pre-Hispanic stone material like a mask, you can set the mask in this part, and you will get information about the mineral composition. If you have jade or quartz or other minerals in the composition, that can provide information about the provenience of the raw materials that were used to produce these objects.
Okay, so your first study is going to be what, in a couple of weeks, or when do you begin with this new facility? Is that anytime soon?
We already start to do the work on feather artwork. It's something that is very unique in Mexico. Most of these objects are in Europe, in Vienna, for instance. There are some. And this feather work that has been produced in the pre-Hispanic times, and the idea is to determine the composition of the pigments and if there are remains on gold and other materials that were used to make this feather work.
Okay, well, we'll look out for that research soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Certainly.
Thanks.
Thank you.